Hello, hello, hello. It's Becky with A Better Way to Homeschool. Last night, one of our dinner guests introduced us to a very fun math hack that for your older kids that are dealing with square roots or squared numbers, this is just kind of a fun thing to give them a better concept of understanding how numbers are related. So he asked one of my kids, hey, what's 4 squared? And of course, this was one of those awkward moments that my academic mathematics son couldn't remember what a square was. But after he recouped himself, he remembered that 4 squared, which is the same as 4 times 4, is 16. And then the gentleman went on to say, well, what is 5 squared? And of course, by now we remembered what squares were, so 5 squared is 25, because 5 times 5 is 25. And here's where the fun starts. So he said, okay, so if 4 squared is 16 and 5 squared is 25, what is the difference between the squares? So we went on to talk about difference, meaning subtraction. The difference between 25 and 16 is 9. And he said, is it a coincidence that the sum of 4 and 5 is 9? What? Okay, if you like math, I like math tricks, so this is fun. So look at another one. What is 7 squared? 49. What is 8 squared? 64. What is the difference between 64 and 49? The difference between 64 and 49 is 15. Wait a second. Is that a coincidence? 7 plus 8 is 15. 49 plus 15 is 64. Wait, can I use this math trick in order to solve this problem? Okay, I know 12 squared is 144, but what is 13 squared? Is there a shortcut rather than breaking out scratch paper? Well, what is 12 plus 13? 25. See, I already did the math. 12 plus 13 is 25, and this is me stalling because I can't get the cap off my pen. So if you know that 12 plus 13 is 25, then I can quickly just add 25 to 144, which then tells me that I can't add. Tells me that 13 squared is 169. Isn't that a fun trick? So this works with numbers that are called integers, and integers are the counting numbers on both the positive and the negative side of the number line, including 0. So typically when you're using this fun math hack, you're going to be dealing with the positive whole numbers. Typically, it'll work with the negatives as well. But isn't that a fun math hack? When you're working with squares, if the numbers are whole numbers in order, so 4, 5, or 6, 7, if the numbers are in order, you can add those integers together and you can figure out one of the other squares. And I think that's really great because a lot of kids have most of their squares memorized really quickly. When they get older, this one shows up on a lot of math problems, 13 squared, 14 squared, and this is a really nifty trick to help them if they remember. So I had one kid that was asking, well, why do I want to know this? And I said, honestly, it's just another tool to add to your math toolkit. And if you're ever trying to calculate how much oxygen you need to get back from Mars to Earth, then maybe this will help you. Or at least it'll make you smile as you remember your mom. Anyway, have a wonderful day and we'll talk to you soon.